All right, everybody, we do have a very quick video for today. I do want to cover the operation of Marcus Rashford because right now we just don't know what's going to go on. There's like talks about Marcus Rashford going to Barcelona, but then in the next hour we hear that Marcus Rashford is not going to FC Barcelona. We're going to be talking about like everything that has been going on because there is about 48 hours left in this transfer window. Can Barcelona get some moves done? Now, first things first, I want to clap it up to Joan Laporta and Barcelona. See, I told you it was my hands. You guys were thinking that it was something else, but it's my hands. Bravo to Joan Laporta and to the rest of the Barcelona board, because even though, yes, we are struggling to bring in Marcus Rashford, I still am very happy to see that Barcelona are prioritizing the players that we have right now and the renewals, because we have prioritized the renewal of Marc Bernal, right? A few months ago, we have prioritized the renewal of Ronald Araujo, another player, another great center back. We have prioritized the renewal of Pedri and Gavi, who happened to renew today, right? Xavi renewed today until 2030. These are the players that we have to prioritize. If there is no point for Barcelona to try and go out there and go sign some other players to bring them in and then say, oh, we can't renew Gavi and Pedri and Araujo and so forth, right? That would make no sense. That would be a huge mess of a sporting project. We have to take responsibility of the players that we have right now, and the players who are performing in this team under Hansi. Pedri and Gavi have been doing that. They deserve it. They deserve the contract renewals. Yes, it may inflate our wage bill, but it's something that is so mandatory. It does not matter if this might neglect the signing of Marcus Rashford. It does not matter. So I want to clap it up for them because they have done the correct job. Yes, it does hurt the operation of Marcus Rashford, but players like Pedri and Gavi deserve to have the contract renewals and with higher pay, right? Pedri has played phenomenal as a defensive midfielder next to Marc Casado. Gavi has been playing phenomenal as a number 10, very much an upgrade to, I would say, Dani Olmo. And I know that sounds very strange for me to say, but yes, he is an upgrade to Dani Olmo because he does provide what Dani Olmo provides and more. And he's only still 21, 19 years old or something like that. He's 20 years old. He deserves it. Same thing with Araujo. He deserves it. Marc Bernal deserves it. And now we have other renewals taking place. These are going to be the renewals that must happen no matter what. Even if, yes, it does deny us the operation of Marcus Rashford. We're going to be renewing Inigo Martinez next in a couple of hours. And the same thing with Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal has been phenomenal this season, and his contract renewal is fully deserved. We'll see what happens with Frenkie de Jong, because there has been some talks about Frenkie de Jong renewing and Frenkie de Jong saying that he wants to stay at FC Barcelona. We'll see. But for the players who have not been talked about a lot, like, for example, Rafinha and Jules Koundé, we have not talked about the renewals at all, and they deserve renewals just as much as Gavi and Pedri, right? Rafinha and Jules Koundé do deserve to be here for another 3 to 4 years, right? Rafinha has a contract until the next 2 years, and the same thing with Jules Koundé. They need another plus 2 years with us because, once again, Rafinha has around 24 goal contributions or 26 goal contributions so far this season. Jules Koundé has been a very important right back for us, really has evolved his game, right? He was supposed to be our true center back next to Araujo, but plans have changed, and Hansi Flick has gotten the best out of Jules Koundé as a right back. Jules Koundé, as a right back, has three assists and 2 goals. That's really good. And in the Champions League, he has 3 assists. So Jules Koundé needs to have those conversations. He must be renewed. He cannot go anywhere else. I don't want him to go to Chelsea or United. I don't want to see that. He goes nowhere. Jules Koundé is our right back regardless on who we do sign in the coming future. No matter who, there is no other better alternative out there in the world. You can say Trent, Kyle Walker, and all of these other right backs. No, thank you. Jules Koundé is the best. So now that we do have that out the way, right, we have done the most important work with our main group of players. That is the key to this project. Now let's talk about Marcus Rashford, because there is so much confusion. And here is going to be the latest in regards to Marcus Rashford. Barcelona right now are still asking for Marcus Rashford, and they're willing to wait, right? Like, apparently they're willing to wait until the very last minute, and they're going to be working until the last minute to find a solution. But right now, it does not seem like it's possible. And then we have another report coming from Mateo Moreto that has said, in the last hours, there were new contacts between Barcelona and Rashford. The club believes this operation is on standstill and is becoming very complicated because they're still not able to release wages. Hence the reason why I said that, okay, yeah, like we renewed Pedri, Gavi, Araujo. Yes, it did inflate our wages. Yes, it was worth it. But like I've said, these contract renewals did in a way complicate some things, but it's worth it. We have to find a way to bring in new income to afford the operation of Marcus Rashford. And then he continues to state that Barcelona have begun to assume that bringing in Rashford right now is practically close to impossible. And the reason why, like, Barcelona have had such a tough time, or like even with the renewal, even if we did not do the renewals, it is because of Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati does not want to leave. You let go of Ansu Fati, we can bring in Rashford. But Ansu Fati does not want to leave. He's saying, hell no, I'm a Barcelona player till I die. I rep this badge, and that's it. Even if Ansu Fati is not in the squad list, he still says, I want to stay. Once again, I appreciate the spirit and the positive energy of Ansu. I never, ever want to take that away from any player, and especially with Ansu because we know how important he was a few years ago for us. But like, man, is it annoying because we want to win trophies this season. We have not had a freaking like a season full of trophies in a very long time. Like the last time we had that was back in 2023, but we wanted more. We had the Spanish Super Cup and the La Liga. But this season, we want everything. We want to win all six. And to win all six, you must have a full competitive squad. Even in your freaking backup plan, your B players, that team must be able to conquer teams like Madrid, conquer teams like City and Bayern. That is the reason why Hansi Flick wants Rashford, but Ansu Fati does not want to go anywhere. He states that Ansu Fati is still not willing to leave Barcelona at all, making the Rashford operation on a complete standstill. Okay, so why am I saying this, right? Here's going to be the very interesting thing about this whole thing. If Ansu Fati does not leave, there is still another solution, right? So there's a reason why Joan Laporta is saying we're going to work into the very last minute and the last day of this transfer window to get Rashford in. There is a backup plan, and that backup plan is Nico González. Do you guys remember Nico González, a player that played under Ronald Koeman? Yeah, him. There is a possibility that we might get around 20 to 25 million euros from his sale to Manchester City. Bro, Nico González to Manchester City. If you guys hear me say Nico Williams within the next 3 minutes, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say Nico Williams because I got so used to saying Nico Williams that I might say it. But we're talking about Nico González, right? A Barcelona Academy player. It says here, according to Fabrizio Romano, that Man City have made a formal approach to FC Porto for midfielder Nico González. Talks are underway, and Porto will ask for an important fee. The player has a release clause worth 60 million euros. Can you guys believe that? He has a release clause of 60 freaking million euros. Are you freaking insane? And we're over here struggling to... Bro, I was about to search up Nico González from Juventus. We're over here struggling to like sell Ansu, and you would assume that Ansu is like more expensive than Nico González, but Nico González might be sold to Man City for 60 million euros. The important thing from this is that Barcelona attached a 40% sell-on clause. So yes, there's a possibility that we might get 20 to 25 million euros off of this sale. If Porto sell Nico González to Man City for 60 million euros. And maybe it could be even more just for the hell of it. And like, to be very honest, like I'm looking at Nico González's stats, bro. This dude plays as a DM mainly. Sometimes does play as a central midfielder and sometimes as a attacking midfielder. But 80% of the time he is a defensive midfielder. And at the age of 23 years old, he has been bossing the Portuguese league, which is very interesting because I don't know why I was missing all of this. In this season right now, dude, like really like understand this. He has 29 matches in, so he has been used a lot so far this season. And he has 7 goals and 5 assists as a defensive midfielder. 7 goals and 5 assists. Like, really think about that. We don't have a player right now that is a defensive midfielder like Casado, Pedri, or whoever you want to name that has 7 goals and 5 assists. So this guy has really been doing it. It's crazy. And bro, like, where the hell did this even come from? 7 goals and 5 assists. So he has 5 goals and 3 assists in the league, 1 goal and 2 assists in the Europa League. I was looking for the Champions League, but they're not in the Champions League. And dude, like Nico González is really coming up, bro. His pass accuracy is 90.2%. 45 accurate long balls. This is for the whole season. Let me look at per 90 stats. So this guy is showing that he's really good in dribble success, which is 80%, touches 69%, one of the best in the league. He only loses the ball like one time per 90 minutes in the league, which is really good. And then the aerial duels that he wins is also really good, which is 1.80 aerial duels he wins per 90, which is really good. So, bro, like get 70 million out of this player so we can get 30 million euros from this operation, right? And then we can use that money for Marcus Rashford. That is going to be one of the solutions, is to sell Nico González to Man City for around 60 million euros. Use that money from the sell-on clause and get Marcus Rashford in. Let me know in the comment sections down below. What do you think about this plan? I know some of you guys are going to be saying, let's get Nico González. We're in the hype. We want the player back. Well, I mean, we'll see, dude. I'm actually pretty happy to see that Nico González is happy and that he's finding his footing and he might go to Man City. Beautiful. And with Barcelona, you know, we have Casado, we have Marc Bernal coming back. Xavi can also play in those positions. We have Pedri. I think we're okay in those positions. Regardless of what Nico González does, I'm fine, bro. I would just have his value increase even more and then just sell him to Man City. I think it'll be beautiful. It'll be freaking beautiful. And I think that this is also a response to Pep Guardiola missing Rodri because, dude, Man City's midfielders are weak. Like, if Nico González keeps this up and he goes to Man City and he translates the exact same type of like style and level, he will become probably the best midfielder for Man City. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? That's insane. Rodri at 100% and Nico González at 100%, you know, it's not even, there's no difference. Like, Rodri is just high up in heaven and Rodri is like here. Nico González is like over here. So, but still, Nico González would really make a big impact at Man City. It'll be very interesting to watch. But yeah, that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.